What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I am still James.
Uh, San Diego Comic Con is going on right now, and of course, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and Marvel had their panel, and we are going to discuss all that after the intro. Yes, we are back. We are here. Thanks for checking out the podcast. We are streaming live. We are good. Everything's a go. I'm having a little trouble with my equipment, but I'm still going. I'm still pushing forward. San Diego Comic Con is going on as we speak. They probably gonna drop some more stuff today. I don't know who's still. DC ain't did nothing, I don't think. So DC they're gonna have to do something. Marvel had their panel yesterday, and they dropped their whole slate for up to 2021, I believe. They didn't have no date on that Blade, did they?
I didn't see one.
So, but we got news on that. We got news on that. So I was thinking I'm gonna go down a list on all these movies. Do you want to talk about? Do you want to save Blade, or do you want to talk about that now?
Why don't we save Blade?
Okay, all right. So we got a whole list of Marvel movies now. Some of these going to the theater, and some of these going to the Disney Plus streaming service. I think some of them are series, some of them are TV shows, and some are movies. Now, when I look at this list, I'm looking like, okay, why are you making a movie out of this? I mean, you know what? When I first heard this Phase 4, I was kind of excited, but now that I had time to digest it, it's kind of a weak. I ain't gonna say weak Phase 4. They enter new territory. Now, it could work or it might fail. This is the territory that people are not that interested in. My
But
opinion.
because Marvel's jumped the shark now, so it's like going up ain't they can't just keep escalating now. Now they had to bring it back down and try to find what their normal is.
I mean, this happens though. Sometimes when you get so big, you think we could just do anything. We ain't as long as we got our name on it, shit gonna sell. I seen people who have risen and fallen doing this. I seen like like with TV shows. I remember music. Remember, I don't know if you recall, No Limit was so hot at one point they thought they couldn't do no wrong, and now now they kind of. I mean, he's still trying to do something, but they fail. It was just at one point when you just think you on top and you can just put my name on it, go. This could take them further, or this could bring them down to earth. So I'm gonna go down these. I'm gonna go down this list, dude, and I want your thoughts on every single one of these movies. Now, it's a long list, so we ain't gotta drag it out on all these movies. But okay, first movie I see on the list, Black Widow solo movie. Now that's going to the theater. That's gonna be first. I thought it was gonna be a Disney streaming thing, but it's gonna be a movie, a full length movie going to the theaters. Starring Scarlett Johansson. What's your thoughts on that one?
I mean, I guess she can have a movie. I mean, it's whatever.
All right.
I mean, it's like, what is there to get excited about?
Well, no. I'm telling you, when I sat down and digested and looked at this Phase 4 slate, I was like, I didn't ask for none of this, and I'm not excited I'm only excited for one of them. But I'm trying to just digest it a little bit. I'm trying to say, is there any other angles that I'm not looking at? Now, I had somebody tell me that, what the hell they making a Black Widow movie for? Now, she been in there. She dead now. It's like, who wants to see that? I agree to some extent, but another part of me saying, you know what? She kind of deserved this because she been carrying their luggage for years. She just like, man, she been a supporting character for like hellas. And it's like, okay, and then you turn around and which I know she probably personally didn't take it as an insult, but you turn around and give somebody else a solo movie before her. She's been there since the beginning of being a supporting character. Like, hey, here go your gun, here go your weapons, Iron Man, or here go your suit, here go your shield, Captain America. You know what I'm saying? She been a supporting character for all the characters for a long time, and she is a Avenger. So I was like, you know what? Give her a movie. Just go ahead and give her a movie, dude. So I'm
and I
cool
will
with it.
say one thing that I'm not excited about it, but I wouldn't mind seeing it just because I want to see a Marvel movie that can't have high stakes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And also, her backstory is not a bad backstory. It'll make an interesting story.
Yeah.
I guess when she like it's supposed to be like a dance school, but it was actually where they train spies and
Yeah.
train these assassins. That's actually an interesting story. I mean, I think they already kind of stole that with that Red Sparrow movie, but but pretty much, that's her backstory, and that makes it an interest. You can, if not anything, you can get you a good spy thriller out of it with some good ass kicking, grounded
With the
ass
Marvel
kicking.
logo.
Right. Some grounded ass kicking. Nobody got superpowers. It's just straight up hand to hand ass whoopage. I'm cool with that, And sometimes it's cool after seeing so many high stakes like in Endgame. Let's take it down a bit, Let's just save the day. We ain't got to save the world. Let's just save the day.
Right. Right.
All right, so I don't have a problem with the Black Widow. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. All right, moving on. We got the Eternals. Me personally, don't know nothing about them. I think they like on like a god level or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who was asking for that. I don't know what's that about. I don't know how that's going to be interesting. I'm gonna let you kind of dig into that just a little bit because I think you know more than I do because I don't know shit about the Eternals. What do you know about that, and what do you think it's gonna be
Not a
about?
damn thing.
Oh, I thought you had knew about them.
Nah, like I had heard of them, but I never looked into them. Because like once you get to a certain power scale in Marvel, I check out.
Right,
You
and I'm
know?
thinking like, ain't they like god level people or whatever? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't really want to see that, and they have, and this is another thing, they have no history in the MCU right now. So nobody knows about them. So like if you didn't previously know about them, you really ain't gonna know what the hell this is, where they come from. They just came out of nowhere. Why you think they doing stuff like this? Why is the Eternals?
I think what it is they're trying to get as many of their properties established so that when they want to tell stories that these folks is involved with, they can just drop you in without having to say, okay, so this guy does this and this guy does this, so now we in the story. So I
Yeah,
think that's all they're doing.
yeah, and I believe that they're gonna be more important later. That's why they bringing them out now. Which I mean, it's cool, but you better be careful because I think they riding high, but people is also burning out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like it's getting to the end of the ride, and people are like, all right, man, I'm ready to get off this shit. And then you're like, oh, well, we got some more. You're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, ain't no more. Stop this goddamn roller coaster so I get the fuck off now. You know what I'm saying?
Folks are starting to look at Marvel movies the way they look at those post-credit scenes. Like, look, I'll look it up later, man. I'm gone.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a long ride. And dropping new stuff like this kind of make me like, and if it's like big old stakes, big world, end of the world stakes, it's also make you like, y'all kind of just, y'all throwing a little too much at me. So I'm gonna look into this in Eternals, and I have some more thoughts on that after I look into it. But as of right now, it's just another it's just another it's another Marvel movie, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not looking forward to it. All right, so moving on. Oh, you're gonna love this one. We got WandaVision. Oh, dude. Okay.
Who asked for this?
Man, dude, it's almost like I bet you after all the fans went home from the Comic-Con that was cheering and shit, they came home was like, what is this? It's like they was cheering. They were like, yeah, WandaVision, yay. Who wants to see that? First of all, okay, in the comics, Wanda is a Scarlet Witch, Vision is a robot. First of all, in the comics, they got a romance and they get married. Why do a person need to marry a robot? I can't tell you. Point is, they're gonna give them a movie, or I think this might be going to the Disney streaming. No, I think this is a movie. No, it's the Disney streaming. It's gonna be a series on Disney, which is cool. And I'm thinking, is this gonna be a romance comedy? Or they gonna have they probably gonna have like a side mission. I guess it can be cool because Vision got cool powers.
I mean, but their relationship only lasted, 3 months before he got ganked?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be about them two together on, doing like side missions. I don't think it's going to be about their romance. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be them using their powers in cool ways, and then in the middle of that, they're going to start falling in love. So I guess it's going to be after Civil War to Infinity War.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you remember after Civil War, when Infinity War picked up, they was already in some kind of romance, and they was in this relationship, and we don't know how that even happened. Come think about it. I easily forget shit like that because I wasn't interested, but now I think that I feel like that's what they're gonna do with them, which is not. I don't think I could tell you right now, nobody's asking for that, but it might be interesting. So I'm not all the way to a point where I'm thinking like, okay, don't do this. I'm thinking to a point like, I'm not asking for it, but I'll check it out.
All right.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know, like, are you totally opposed to it, or are you just kind of
I'm not totally opposed to it. Like, if they want to make it, I'll check it out, see what it's about, I just don't, there's not much draw there for me.
Right. But this is going to be on Disney streaming service. So they didn't get that ambitious and decide to take this shit out, bring this out to theater. So at least they're going to do, you know what I'm saying? At least it's going to be a show on the streaming service. So I give them that. Not asking for it, but I'll check it out. And if it's good, then, I ain't got shit else to say. All right. Moving on. The Loki TV show. Apparently, Loki got a big fan base. Tom Hiddleston, the way he played the character. I like Loki too. I never was on board getting him his own show. He's just another villain to me. I know people think he's like this amazing villain, but he cool. That's just me. But how you feel about this?
That's my thoughts exactly. Like, I like him. I think he's cool as Loki, but like, not his own show, bro.
Yeah, I can't really say what they're gonna do. It's kind of like what's when they do a spinoff with the villain, and they always trying to make the villain pretty much a good guy. They pretty much when people like him, they become an anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? Where it's all the superheroes will be like, hey, we can't hurt people, and the anti-heroes like, hey, we need to achieve our goal. We just gonna have to hurt some people to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same story. They did it with Venom. They did it with Deadpool. They did it with, other villains get the anti-hero treatment once they become popular. I'm cool, but for real, what does Loki do? He seemed like he should be a lawyer or something. He just seemed like a kind man that, like, to trick people. He's the god of mischief, right?
Yeah,
He just like a sleazy lawyer. He got the
you
slick
know,
back hair. All he needs is a suit.
maybe maybe it'll be Marvel's version of Better Call Saul. You know,
That's all I'm thinking about is a spinoff. We'll see, man. That wouldn't be a bad idea putting them in like in the real world as a sleazy lawyer, but they got other stakes or something. That's just my idea. All right, the Loki show. I mean, it's cool. I'll take it. I'm not gonna leave it. It's
right,
take it or leave it. I'll take it, but I'm not asking for it. But I'll take
right.
it. Hawkeye. Hawkeye got. I think it's on the Disney streaming service too. I'm not sure if it's a movie or a show.
I'm hearing it's a show,
Okay.
and I'm actually down for that.
I bet you. It's gonna be after, after Endgame. I mean, I'm sorry, after Infinity War, because you know how he turned to this vigilante
Yeah,
with the Mohawk. So this is gonna be what happened to him right after his family died, and I think a lot of these movies gonna be fill in the blanks
right.
because it's 5 years, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
skip
We got
5 years.
stuff.
All these movies are filling the blanks for those 5 years or whatever. So these fill in the blanks movies, which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm in the same camp I was in with the Loki. Take it or leave it, I take it. I'm not asking for it, but I take it. Who don't like a vigilante, a badass vigilante movie? I mean, they pretty
Right.
much gonna make him the Punisher if he the same guy. If he the same character he is in Endgame, he's like the Punisher. He's killing dudes just
Oh
without
yeah.
the blood. you know?
Yeah. Now I've been hearing that somehow Kate Bishop is supposed to show up on this Hawkeye show.
Who was that?
She became Hawkeye after him.
Oh, oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I mean,
So like,
it's the best opportunity to start introducing new stuff.
right. So like, I'd love to see some more of that. I'd love to see what's his name, Swordmaster show up in this.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start introducing a lot of those smaller characters. They should. I don't see no
Mhm.
reason that they shouldn't. Then we get to see characters that probably wouldn't make the movies, or characters that we kind of saw in the movies, but they didn't do nothing with. Now they could probably do more with them.
Sure.
They killed Crossbones. I was like, people like Crossbones. I would like to see, 'cause but it's like, okay, well, he gone. But then they could do a fill in the gap or whatever.
Right.
So speaking of Crossbones, I can move on. Hawkeye, take it or leave it. Take it. Not asking for it, but I take it. Moving on, the Captain America. I'm sorry, Winter Soldier and Falcon movie.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
I guess I'll. You know what? I'm gonna wait and see with this. Like,
Really,
I'm not.
dude. Out of all these
I'm
movies,
not.
this the one I'll take for sure.
I think part of it is like I need to see what their dynamic looks like because what I've
You
seen of
already
their
saw that in
dynamic so
Civil
far, I'm not
War.
into.
You already saw that in Civil War. They play
Yeah,
off each other like buddy cops. I mean, it's gonna be like a buddy cop. And every buddy cop has got to be a black guy and a white guy. Lethal Weapon kind of set that aesthetic in the '80s. Now they just any buddy cop. It's got to be a black guy and a white guy. So they already got the black guy and the white guy. You got the straight laced guy, and you got the I wouldn't call Falcon goofy, but he he make a cracker joke or two. So you got the I don't want to call him a loose cannon, but you got the
you got
wisecracking guy, and you got the straight
so
man.
you got the easygoing one and you got the about the business one.
Right. They got everything. They got everything they need to make a buddy cop formula. They are going to be buddy cops. And I'm on board for that because it can be fun with them doing mission. And I think both of them earn they spot as good characters. They supporting characters, but they both was good supporting strong characters in Captain America movies. Falcon stepped his game up. He got his wings. Then he started, using his wings for shield. He had like a little shield with it. Then he got the little red wing. Then he started using, and I mean, Winter Soldier. I mean, shit, he started off as a badass. I mean, he didn't really lose nothing. So I was like, okay, well, he ain't got this arm no more. I'm gonna miss that metal arm. They probably bring it back somehow. I guess he got an arm but it's not the same shiny metal, right? It ain't metallic no
Right.
more.
Right.
I like that. It looks cheap, but it looks cool with the store on it. So you got a good buddy cop formula, and all you need to just find them. I don't know. That's a show, right?
Yeah. I
So
think
all
that's
you
a
need to do is find them situations to get in, and I mean, shit, it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be what Lethal Weapon should have been. That Lethal Weapon show.
You know what? You know what, man? You talk me into it. I'm gonna take it.
I mean, I feel like you got such a good formula. It almost write itself. If they mess it up, that is from them being idiots. Because I mean, you got the characters and they got powers, and their skill sets are so different that it's gonna be real perfect for them. I'm gonna need reconnaissance. I'm gonna need somebody to go in here and whoop some ass. I'm gonna need this. You know, it works. It works. It sounds like it's gonna be a good ass show. That's the one on the Disney streaming service I'm looking forward to the most. All the other shit I ain't even thinking about, but I check it out. Like the WandaVision, come on, and Hawkeye and shit. You know. All right, so I'm taking it, and you say
I'm
take
gonna
it,
take
but
it.
with a maybe on there. Out of all the maybes, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so moving on, we got Shang. What the?
Cheap.
Shang-Chi. There, okay. I can't see it. Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, I was hearing the Mandarin going to be the villain on this. What does it sound like to you?
The Kato show.
Hey, so is it going to have a Asian protagonist?
That's what I hear.
Okay.
I ain't heard the name yet,
So,
but
is Shang-Chi a comic character?
yeah.
Okay. I never heard of him. So this is like a Chinese guy, a Chinese monk or something?
Yeah, he's like, as far as like martial arts ability, he's way up there. Like I think he's like
Right.
top 5.
Dude, I don't know if he's too old, but it's like Donnie Yen need to do this role. Now Donnie Yen is about 50, but he looked like he about 30.
Shit, let him at it.
I know. So I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him do that. I hope they do something like that. Boy, it'd have been so dope if he would have walked out on that panel. You know what I'm saying? And they was like,
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, we got a Chinese. We have a Chinese main character, and it's probably the best one of the best Chinese martial artists and that's doing film with top Hong Kong action stars. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And he still in great shape. So we'll see who they're gonna use. But I would like to. I would have liked if they use Donnie Yen. We'll see though. But I think they're trying to make up for Iron Fist. Definitely trying to make up for Iron Fist.
They should.
This is why this is out here. Because I don't think nobody was too much asking for it. I really believe it kind of was affirmative action kind of movie. All right, we need not just a black superhero. We need an Asian. I mean, we need a minority superhero, American, an Asian American or whatever. And they was like, well, Shang-Chi, a lot of people who ain't in the comics don't know who the hell that is. But I'll tell you what, if they come out with, they show us a trailer with a lot of great martial arts scenes and all that, people are going to go see it. I mean, Jet Li was a hot item in the early 2000s. Martial art movies sells. I don't know why they act like they don't know that. If you have, and I'm thinking like this: if it's a movie about Chinese culture and all that, cast a damn Chinese man in the lead. How hard is that?
Apparently, it's the hardest thing in the world.
I swear to God, man, if they would have said Iron Fist starring whoever, no, I got you. Iron Fist starring Jai Courtney. Man, I'll be out of the. I'll be like, I'm done. I'm done with the MCU. Screw the MCU.
Oh man!
And he
Why you put that in my head, bro?
I was just trying to think of a shitty actor. shitty white guy actor that's just been getting a lot of roles. Like, no, dude, you suck. I mean, Captain Boomerang, the best thing he did, and that's for him that's like trying not to be a good looking leading man. That was just him, you know what I'm saying, trying to be different, and that worked for him a little bit. But anyway, Shang-Chi look like it might be a good kung fu movie, and if they go there with it, I'm on board. The Mandarin gonna be the villain. Who they got to play the Mandarin? Please give me hopefully if they got the guts, 2 Asian stars. I'm probably gonna put Ken Watanabe as a. I don't know. Would you be cool with that? Even though he's Japanese and Mandarin is clearly Chinese. I mean, I guess. I think maybe Chinese people might have a problem with that because they try to say, "Oh, all Asians are the same, huh?"
Right. I prefer a Chinese actor for both.
I just don't know no famous older Chinese actor that's like famous in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan.
Oh,
You're
God.
welcome, Marvel.
Jackie Chan as the Mandarin.
He old enough now. Shit, Jackie get up there.
But has he ever not been the good guy, though?
Shit. Hey, it's time for him to take some acting classes. None of that goofy shit.
I mean, that or we can give Jet Li another shot at being a bad guy. He ain't been one since Mummy.
Jet Li can do it. Jet Li can do it. I just thought about it. I mean, yeah. He played that bad guy well.
It's been a minute. Let him go at it.
Hey, so I like to see that. I love to see that. But I'm on board. This is a movie. This is going to the show.
Yeah, Donnie Yen. I'm a cast that already. Donnie Yen versus Jet Li.
Nice. They fought each other before in some of them. I think one of them like Iron Monkey movies or whatever.
Probably. That sounds about right.
I think. No, you know what? I think they played the same character. But anyway, they're supposed to be like historical, real characters.
That's right, because they both played that character, didn't they?
Like, I think Wong Fei Hong or one of them. But anyway, I'm pretty sure they fought each other in some movie. Some movie they fought each other. But I can't, I don't know which one because they big stars in Asia. So anyway, I'm on board for that. I want to see it, and oh wait, who they said was oh no, I'm thinking of something else totally. I was like, the dude from the Raid is gonna be, but he gonna be in Sub-Zero in the new Mortal Kombat movie. That's another discussion for another day, but that's a good casting choice. All right, we're gonna move on to the next movie. We got Doctor Strange, the Multiverse. The Multiverse something. I can't see that. I made those too little. What's it called? The Multiverse of Madness. The Multiverse of Madness.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know about that one?
I didn't know about that subtitle.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. What's your initial thoughts on that?
That's a horrible subtitle, first of all.
I think it's method to the madness, no pun intended. So what I think,
disgraceful.
No, but seriously, what I think though, what they're gonna do with this, what they're gonna do with that is they're gonna start introducing some ultimate people and some other versions of people where it's the multiverse. So this is where they officially gonna bring in the multiverse. And Doctor Strange gonna be visiting other realities for other reasons, and he gonna run into, dare I say, a black Spider-Man. He gonna run into, different versions of these heroes, and I think they're gonna let people kind of see how people digest it. And if people say, "Yeah, we want Miles Morales," and then they might go ahead and give him his movie. That is how they can bring in people like Miles Morales and other versions, like ultimate versions of heroes. I think that's a good idea, man.
Yeah, I can see that working out.
Oh, guess what I heard? I ain't heard nothing else about it. That John Cena was gonna play U.S. agent. Did you hear that? That's perfect, dude.
I can see that.
Hell
I can see
yeah.
that clear.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And they better hurry up.
Okay.
I hate when they take so long to do stuff like that because, John Cena getting up there now.
Mm-hmm.
He been trying to break into this shit for about 10, 15 years since like
He's
mid
perfect
2000s.
for comic book movies too. I don't know why they won't give him one.
But he getting a little too old. So by the time they was like, all right, let's use John Cena. He gonna be like 53. He ain't gonna, it's like, dude, come on, man, jump on this shit now while this dude young and can go. Cause he about 45 now. Cause they've been waiting so long. I mean, he been trying to do this shit since he was like 35. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. I'm seeing a little age in his face because he did this new movie. And, I'm seeing him. I'm like, dang, he looking a little older there, Yeah. But that's why I'm like, man, they need to come on with people like, because they took too long with Idris Elba. Now he too damn old now. He got gray all in his beard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. At one point, you was that young dude ready to go. Now you about, now you the mentor.
Yeah.
But okay, I like to see and speaking on the Doctor Strange story, I don't really know. I never was a big fan of Doctor Strange, so I don't know what his stories is.
That's pretty much a lot of what his stories is like moving into like other dimensions and taking out threats before they get into ours and stuff like that.
So they'll be using him a lot to bring out other characters.
Yeah. Probably.
So it is what it is. Doctor Strange never was that. I don't think he never was like a popular character that people like, because he ain't a badass. He just like I guess he like a wizard.
Yeah.
But
if the road fits.
I'm looking forward, if they start bringing other versions of other people, I'm looking forward to seeing it. All right. So we got another I think it's a show on the Disney thing. It's called What If.
Now that I'm gonna take off like sight unseen.
Yeah, because I remember the What If comics, and this is actually a fun way to say what if, and and the fact is none of this you can always wipe this shit away every episode.
Yeah,
because
none of it matters.
Right.
It's Marvel's Twilight Zone.
Yeah, and you can throw out. Well, you definitely could do all your other versions of characters on this, and you can do the same characters. You can bring back cameos. You can have cameos from people because they don't know what if. Like, say, if Chris Evans want to do it again, he could be like, what if Captain America did this, I don't think they're going to be getting those big actors because they want a lot of money. And I know they got like a lower budget on these shows. But it's interesting. And they can throw out a lot of stories that they would not have been able to put out, before. Because if it don't work, you can say it don't
That's
matter.
Fine.
You're right. And people say, "Oh, we absolutely hate this." All right, well, it didn't matter anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like
okay, well, next episode it doesn't exist anymore, so whatever.
Exactly. And it's cool if you establish that at the beginning. Now if they would have made it seem like this is like canon, and then came back and was like, "Oh no, it was all a dream," then you'd be pissed.
Like I would love if like at the head, like they that would be a great way to use the Beyonder. As a matter of fact, just like cast somebody as a Beyonder, have him host the What If show.
The What If show. I think they could probably use a Watcher.
Oh yeah, Watcher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they might do that.
Watcher.
So this probably is gonna be like Twilight Zone, and the Watcher come out and say with his big baby head, he come out and say, "Oh, but all these universes. What if this? What if things didn't go the same way it went? Do you like to see?" Like, all right. So,
okay.
I'll take that, and I want to check it out. Okay. Last but not least, not last, but next to last, Thor, Love, and Thunder.
No.
This is, I believe,
Like,
Natalie Portman is going to be the female Thor.
yeah, yeah.
So, is this going to be a solo female Thor movie?
I have no clue.
So I was thinking like, oh, this is going to be Chris Hemsworth and his girlfriend movie. But now somebody's like, yeah, it was a female Thor. Jane Foster became Thor. So this is when she get the hammer and become Thor. So I'm thinking like, oh, I get it now. So they're going to have Thor with the Guardians of the Galaxy off world, and she is going to become Thor. Here.
I'd like to know how.
Well, don't you know she got the stuff in her? She got the ether in her. Just blew your mind.
I'm not a fan.
So they left themselves a back door with that. You know, I mean, you can't be mad
Yeah.
at that. But I mean, yeah, I never read the comic where I don't know who she fights. I don't know what's her deal. I don't know how she act. You know, we'll see. But you know, this is a SJW move. They trying to get as many females superheroes as it is males and minorities or whatever. So I'm gonna leave this because I'm not interested at all.
Right.
Only Thor I'm interested in is Chris Hemsworth Thor, and he's fat. He's the dude now, and I believe they're gonna keep him the same way he is. People were saying like he was gonna turn back to the way he used to be. I think they said Chris Hemsworth said he don't want to do it that way. He want to be the goofy fat Thor for now on. He might be not fat no more, but he's still gonna be that goofy,
Yeah.
comic relief kind of Thor.
You know, I do want them to find their way back to like some heavier Thor stories, like going up against Gore the God Butcher or Thor's uncle Bor, the Serpent they call
But
him.
you can't.
Like, I want to see some of those stories.
You can't backtrack what you did to him because they turned him into a goofball, and then all of a sudden he gonna be serious. It's gonna be too inconsistent.
I mean, keep it as organic as you can. Like, just drop him in some heavy shit where he doesn't have time to crack jokes.
I know.
You know.
You would like to say that, but after what they did with him, it's hard to take him serious. Like when he comes,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the comedy now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the tones. You know, you switch tones. Are you gonna switch back? You know. So I'm thinking when he get hurt or when he get hit, oh, it's gonna be like a cartoon landing. He's gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I hit the tone of him is so goofy. Because that's how they was in Ragnarok.
They basically turned him into Volstagg, his homeboy from the Warriors 3. You know, it's like, he'll be fine. Give him something to drink and he's cool.
And I heard they're gonna bring in Beta Ray Bill. So maybe Beta Ray Bill is gonna be the Thor that we wanted. Oh, the Thor that it used to be. Where he's gonna be kind of the serious guy, and then they got the female one too. So I don't know exactly what they're gonna do, but I don't know if this Thor 4 or this is a whole nother Thor movie. I guess it's gonna be in there. I don't know. I don't know exactly what to expect. I'm out though because I don't want. I'm not interested.
Like,
I'm totally not interested.
If nothing else, I don't want to see Natalie Portman as Thor.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna look into her comic.
Because like I have nothing. I don't have anything truly against Jane Foster as the female Thor. She had a decent enough run. She got into some fights. She was cool. I wasn't all that interested in her stories, but she was all right. I don't want to see Natalie Portman as Thor.
Yeah, well, it was like you're gonna get
it. Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna miss me with this, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna be one of their flops. I ain't gonna say flop, but it ain't gonna make no money for real. All right, well, we'll see. Let's see what it look like.
Right.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to
the real star of the show.
What you people came to see. No, so did you see how they announced the Blade?
I did not.
It was kind of cool. So They was almost done. They was almost done, and they was like, Kevin Feige was like, "Hey, we got one more person we want to introduce to the MCU. Ladies and gentlemen, Mahershala Ali. Sorry, Mahershala Ali is coming to the MCU. So he come out, and then people cheer like, "Oh shit, my boy." And they was like, oh wait, who you playing? Who you playing, man? And then he pulled out a hat, and he said Blade on there, and then they put on the background Blade. They was like, yes, Mahershala will be playing Blade in the next upcoming MCU movie. And people started going ape shit. I thought that was a dumb way how they did it, man. But so we finally getting Blade. I've been asking for this shit for a while. As you know, I'm a big fan of the original. I'm a big fan of the original film series. I even like some of Blade Trinity. Everybody hate that movie. I think it was a good pilot for a TV show, but I took things from that movie that I did like. There's a lot I didn't, but I was hearing that the production was real troubled, like behind the scenes of Wesley Snipes was tripping and all this shit was going on.
That sounds about right.
So I was hearing it was a real troubled production. They was lucky to get what they got. So I was like, hey, if that was a pilot for a TV show, that'd have been dope. But I love that series, man. Wesley Snipes is Blade. I don't feel like, for real, nobody else can do it better than Wesley Snipes. But unfortunately, he getting a little too old.
I think this is gonna be the one, man.
Right. So we got to move on. So Mahershala Ali. I hope I said it right. Cottonmouth, goddammit. Cottonmouth is going to be the next Blade. Which, you ask, wait a minute, he's already in MCU. I guess they just going to scrap those shows.
Don't worry about it.
So, somebody was saying this might not be the same universe as the current MCU. This might be like from their multiverse thing or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, first of all, I was excited. When I first heard they was making a new Blade movie, they announced it. I was like, who playing Blade? And people was like, they got Mahershala Ali. I was like, I love that dude. That's one of my favorite guys now. But can he handle the action? Have you ever seen him do action?
I feel like I've seen him do it once, and I don't remember what it was in.
Now, he's physical. He ain't no small dude. He ain't weak looking. But I was like, I never really seen him. He's more of a dramatic actor.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people thought that Wesley Snipes was just a dramatic actor, but no, Wesley Snipes he was always an athlete. He used to dance and do martial arts before he started acting. So, that was a natural transition for him. But I'm thinking like, can he pull off the action? Then I started thinking, yeah, because they turned all these other actors into action stars, before they never did no action shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So, I think they could do it. Shit, I'm cool with it. So I had to think about it for a second. Then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm on board. I'm good with it. So how you felt about it, hearing the news and about this actor playing Blade?
I was excited because like the second I heard it, like I can immediately see him in as Blade in my head, and I know he can play the character. Again, the only thing is whether or not he can pull off the action, and I'm definitely willing to give him a chance to show that he can.
Right. I mean, and what they do with Scarlett Johansson. I mean, stunt doubles and camera angles never fails. So, Yeah, so I
I
ain't
mean, he ain't gonna have instead of a hair flip, it's gonna be like he gonna flip his coat, and
shit.
that's when he's gonna transition.
Right, they're gonna have another dude doing all that dope shit, and then they, all right, Marshall, we need you to do a coat flip, and he flipped the coat. Man, it's just my problem. My thought process is, damn, I'm not gonna be able to watch this without comparing it to Wesley Snipes' version. I'm gonna
Yeah,
try. I need them. I need the tone. Well, that the tone. I need them. I need him to be doing something totally different though. He can't do the same stuff because I ain't gonna do nothing but compare. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I feel you.
they got to give me a whole nother mindset when I see it, and not. They might do an origin story. They should do
Yeah,
that. Like when he first got his powers before he met Whistler and all that shit. Well, in the comics, Whistler wasn't even a comic character. That
right.
was from this animated series.
They probably use what's his name? There was some Van Helsing that played this role.
He was. Wasn't it oh yeah. I do know it was because he joined a little group called the Night Stalkers, and it was like
Yeah,
Hannibal King, and this right. It was like basically like it was like a vampire hunter dude that he was
yeah,
like his mentor. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, whatever. Something like that would be cool. Um, but you're gonna have to do something different. You can't just follow the same blueprint as the other one because it's just gonna be the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like we already got an amazing movie. So if you're just gonna do the same thing they do, then we don't need it. You know?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna touch the soundtrack though.
And then not to mention this is the MCU, so is it gonna be PG-13? I don't think you could do a Blade PG-13,
How
but we'll
how can
see.
you do a PG-13 Blade?
Well,
How,
I guess they can't do the blood in the sprinkler system. They ain't gonna be able to do the blood
no,
rave.
blood will pump you. That kind of blood gonna pump you up to that R rating, even if nothing else is worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do a vampire movie. I mean, then it's gonna turn into the fucking Twilight, and
Yeah,
and then come on, man.
nobody
If
wants
you
that.
do that to Blade, I am going to Marvel Studios personally, and and start smacking people personally.
Uh,
But so we got Blade MCU, man. I got some ideas. I am going to be contacting Marvel, um, and let them know my ideas. If they don't use them, it's going to be a problem. Because I've been working on this shit for years.
I
Okay.
know it. I, look, no one is more passionate about this project than you. We know this.
Blade started the MCU. Goddamn it! Nobody else had a serious Marvel movie before Blade. You could say that Punisher movie from the '80s, but that was not a serious movie. I don't know if they went to the theater. They probably like went straight to video.
Probably.
And we had a Captain America movie from the early '90s,
We don't need to talk about that.
right? And we had a Nick Fury movie from.
They really don't want you to talk about that.
So Blade, man, I want to
Started it
see.
all.
I need to hear what they're gonna do with that. I was hearing. Oh, I heard Mahershala Ali came to Marvel, and he had
Yeah.
ideas, and they loved his ideas so much that they's like, "Bet we gonna do this. We got you." So
Okay.
he real passionate about this. So I'm glad. I was thinking that they were just using his name because he hot right now because he won the Oscar. He won the Oscar for Green Book. I think he won the Oscar for Green Book, and I think he won the Oscar for Moonlight or something. Then he won the Oscar for Moonlight, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably.
yeah, he got Best Supporting Actor. So, point is, I thought they was using him because he was a hot name. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, yeah, we just need the hottest black name out here. Instead of just like, hey, we need an African American male actor to play this role, and we're gonna do auditions for the best ones. So they're like, well, he a hot name, go with him. But it wasn't like that. He came to them. It's like, look, I want to do this movie. I've been working on this. I got these ideas, and apparently his ideas were so good that they was like, hey, it's a go. So
what I'm hearing really happened was he came on in there with some steel toes on and said, "We're gonna make this movie, or I'm gonna start stopping y'all asses in." That's what I'm hearing.
They probably like, all right, motherfucker, you ain't Blade for real.
I mean, because sometimes it feels like you gotta pull teeth to get good movies made these days,
now,
man.
we talked about this before. I'm worried that his interpretation of Blade could be like Sticky Fingers. Now,
Yeah.
I thought Sticky Fingers did an okay job, but basically they have relegated Blade to just being the mad
Angry.
brother. The mad black
He's
dude.
an angry black man.
The mad black dude that talked with a raspy voice. Wesley was mad, but he was a lot more to him than just mad. You know what I'm saying? The way Wesley played
Get the crazy.
Huh?
And crazy.
Right, but the way he played it was something behind his anger. You know what I'm saying? His acting was on more levels than just I'm mad. Now the way Sticky Fingers played it was just the mad black man. But that's why I was like, in my head when I envision seeing some scenes, I feel like it might be another Sticky Fingers interpret. I mean, like the way Sticky Fingers played it, just mad black man. Now I don't know. Right, I don't want to be worried, but I just, in my head, that's what I keep coming up with.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
Yeah.
We'll see. That was just
I got faith.
Yeah, that's just my little small concerns. But yeah, I'm the same way, dude. I feel like they got the right people, and I'm thinking like, dude, if you start working with some of I hope they actually work with Wesley Snipes, not, but see, problem is with ego with Wesley. Wesley's like, well, look, give me the damn trench coat. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
because he's on record, man. He already said can't nobody be Blade but him. So.
I know. So if they bring him there to consult, he probably gonna eventually try to work his way onto the movie. But I wouldn't mind him being in the movie as a different character, But I feel like his ego ain't gonna let him do that. But he could be the mentor.
Yeah.
But again, will his ego let him be the mentor and not be the main?
I don't think so.
He went, man, give me that goddamn trench coat. Show you how to do this shit.
Yeah. All right. So, at what point in the movie do I come in and save him? No, he's Blade.
Yeah, well.
Well, I'm Big Daddy Blade. So what up?
But no, I think it's gonna be dope as shit, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I didn't get no date on that, so I think it's just a concept. They ain't got nothing set in stone yet. They probably ain't got nothing, like they probably working on a script. So we talking about 2 years out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we'll see. I kind of wanted Yahya Martin II to be Blade. I was holding out hopes for him, but he gonna be in that Watchmen.
All right.
Speaking of that, we got to do. I meant to do a goddamn. I meant to do a what's the name?
Trailer.
Yeah, yeah, trailer reaction. But so we can do that real quick, man. And so we done with our Marvel. We are done with our Marvel.
This is a stick up.
Whoops. We're done with our Marvel.
This is a stick.
Sorry. Phase 4. And we about to do this trailer reaction real quick. About to do this trailer reaction real quick. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna let you see that. So, see yourself?
Absolutely.
All right. See the dude?
I do.
All right. All right, we about to do our Marvels. I'm sorry. We about to do our Watchmen trailer reaction real quick. Don't have that much time, so it ain't gonna be a long one. You know, sometimes I run my mouth. So, Watchmen trailer. Let's take a look, and we will have a little discussion when I'm done. I got you on the sound.
All right.
This is a stick up! Who are you?
Who am I? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't be wearing a mask.
There are people who believe that this world is fair and good. It's all lollipops and rainbows. We don't do lollipops and rainbows. We know those are pretty colors that just hide what the world really is. Black and white.
Soon men shall save us, and we will whisper, "Come."
We convinced ourselves that they were gone, but they were just hibernating.
They came for everybody. All please.
Coordinated simultaneous attacks at the homes of Tulsa PD. So the cops hide their faces, and now the bad guys don't know where they live. And who doesn't want a secret identity?
Ta-da!
People who wear masks are dangerous. We should be scared of them.
Why?
Because they're hiding something.
Lori Blake, FBI. You know how you can tell the difference between a masked cop and a vigilante?
No.
Me neither.
There's a vast and insidious conspiracy at play. Of a worshiper, the hateful alone.
Who are you?
Maybe, undocumented.
He lives on fucking Mars.
Curse too much.
Oh, shit!
Johnny just forgot.
Man, it's a lot of shit to digest
Okay.
there. I don't even know if I got time.
I know I don't.
I wouldn't expect I wouldn't expect to see all that. All right, man. 5 minutes. What you think of that, real quick?
I'm in. I'm definitely in.
I am in. Also, it looks fucking good. I thought originally when I first saw that little clip, I was like, "What the fuck is this cheap shit?" But it was obviously a show in the show, probably like a reenactment or something. Like it looked like somebody was watching it on TV, like somebody was doing like a little, or whatever. Somebody was acting that out or something. But I can't really tell you what is going on. It just looked like cops or vigilante. Cops wearing masks now. I don't know. Vigilantes coming back. It just I don't know what is going on. Actually, it just looked good.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
All I know is it's a lot.
Who was riding the Night Owls? Was they called Archimedes? You know that flying thing.
Archimedes, yeah.
Who was in there?
Archimedes. I'm not sure. I thought it was old girl for a second there, but I couldn't get a good look.
Yeah. So it's the main character, Regina King.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. When does that shit come out? When does it start? Did they say?
October.
Yeah.
Just in October.
We'll be getting a review up for that, man. That shit actually look good, man. So all right, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Thanks for checking out the stream. We will probably get in some more discussion about that like next week. Right now we're on a time crunch. So I appreciate everybody checking out the stream. The stream.